It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
He'll buy some time right. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Off play action. Sheldon. A complete to Drake London. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll run. It's Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Sheldon flush to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Snowhawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Eddie Moore that did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw. And he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Sheldon toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Smith, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Snowhawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Off the play fake. Sheldon. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. On 1st and 10, Sheldon, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Off play action. Sheldon. That's brought in downfield by London. Touchdown! Drake London, 40 yards. And the Snowhawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 21-0 our score after 1. Second and 9 now. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Looking to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. Touchdown, Rams. Alvin Kamara from 8 yards out. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it's polished off through the air with a touchdown to Alvin Kamara. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we get a look at him. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Running right, here's Sanders. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Throwing on 1st down. Sheldon being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Off the play fake. Sheldon sliding out of the pocket. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Dancing to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throws quickly, and he's got George Kittle. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get... He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Sanders. And that one opened up for him well, as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Play action. Sheldon looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Snowhawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish, as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC divisional round game. And it's the Seattle Seahawks who are moving on to the next round, as they were able to knock out the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, How are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Sheldon. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. He's got a man. Complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. And they rattle off a big one. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. On 1st down, Sheldon steps away to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Smith saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Kamara up the middle. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. "35 yards that time on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner Devontae Smith. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team.
He's got a man. Complete. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Sheldon forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Sheldon escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Sheldon eluding the pressure right. Got his man. It's London. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Off play action. Sheldon letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Jet sweep. Here's London. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete. It's Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Being chased out left. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Only able to gain a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Off the play fake. Sheldon. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Sheldon. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off play action. Sheldon. Buying time to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes, so they will hold on to the football indeed. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would appear that that first round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's second down. Escaping the pressure right. Hearns brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Throwing on first down. Sheldon. This is Smith with a grab. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Looking to throw. Sheldon airing it out deep for Smith. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night, everybody.